National Football League. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Nifty move. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. McCaffrey on the counter. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now a first carry for their fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Samuel in motion. Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry for James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Dodges him at the 50. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Niners had 14-2 heading into this final week, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. In motion goes the tight end. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And the slot man goes in motion left. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Murray going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterbacks have been getting hit.
Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Murray.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Lad McConkey, a touchdown reception. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Purdy. Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Zaven Collins from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's a short one caught by Ryman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A 45-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jair Brown there defensively to knock it away. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He completes it to Wilson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for San Francisco, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.